A new day once again in Tropico's Presidente's paradise. Welcome back, everyone, where we are just getting one record of income after another one. We have a few demands right now, a few very important demands here. The first one is we need to build an airport finally. Yes, we don't have one yet. Funny enough, the Sister Francesca wants that from us and not the capitalists, for example. And the other one is we should have a national day that we don't have yet. So, of course, Tropico deserves a national day, increases the efficiency of all taverns and cocktail bars by 10%, decreases crime safety, and decreases religious standing. Doesn't seem like a very good edict to me, but we have a national day now, and that is fine. The next one is the airport. We also would need to build another gourmet restaurant, but let's have the airport first. Now we just need to find a proper location for the airport. I think I found it. I think we might have it out there. It makes sense, right? Because there is no mountains or something like that. But first of all, let's just see how big the airport really is that we need now. And it's a pretty big building. Now the airport, let's have it over here and not there, because there, you know, we have the golf resort, touristy area and stuff like that. We don't want to have planes now going over the golf resort, do we? Over here we have empty space though. This is where we actually started out with our first forest industry, and it makes sense now to have a beautiful airport there. This airport is then being connected, of course, with the well, with a metro station and stuff like that. Let's just say there we would have it. So I could probably build it like so. It has then a free coming in from both sides and coming out, more or less. We could also have it like that or like that, but I think this one is the best option. Let's build the airport, right? Somewhere. Should we have this one here now? Yep, there we have it. This logging camp, let's get rid of that. It has no right to exist anymore. And we're just going to have now this street going towards the airport. And then all the way over there as well. Plus another metro station here for that. It's, of course, totally worth it having a metro station just for the airport, as it's such an important building. I think, though, there is an upgrade in the airport. Yeah, that gives you the metro station. All right, so we don't need that after all. Let's get rid of it. Right, so it's just really that. We do have a bit of an industry surrounding it. That is fine, right? We have trees, which is not so fine, but let's just keep them anyway. The planes just have to be a bit careful. The polar power station, let's just move this a bit over here, right? So it's a bit further on that side, and we might still add some more stuff. There is a chapel. Chapels, they don't really serve a purpose anymore, really. We could have one a bit further outside. Or, yeah, beside the high school. So we have a bit more room here where we can add some more stuff that I could have. Let's think about that. What we might have in the surrounding. Another industry, perhaps. I mean, we have a high school there. We have some cigar factories here already with lots of tobacco. I could just have another tobacco factory, to be honest. Yeah. And then another flop house. Let's have 2 flop houses here as well, so that it looks a bit more densely populated. And of course, since this is the airport, we should definitely have some parks in the surrounding. It should look a bit fancy, right? This one, and a parking deck for the airport as well. So that it looks epic, let's have 2 parking decks here. In fact, let's have 3 parking decks. It doesn't make sense from a monetary standpoint, but it definitely makes sense from a realistic standpoint, because airports usually have lots of parking around them. This is taking a bit of time now. While that is happening, National Day we have, the airport we have. Let's have a look around, go to the other side, to our space, the bomb, right? The bomb needs lots of knowledge points still, so we need to have 5k for that before we can build the bomb, and I would really like to do this. What we still need to do is, though, we need to, well, finish our security sector. Then we have the defense headquarters, we have the aircraft carrier. That's all stuff that is nice. And another thing is that we have the Ministry of Information, improves the chances to discover hidden roles among your population. And in here I think it would fit in nicely. So let's get rid of these houses there. We already have the cyber operations center there, and now we're just going for another one of these, and that is the Ministry of Information, a pretty big ugly building that we can squeeze in there. Right, and then we have a bit of area here. We might have... it doesn't really make sense a whole lot. We might have a restaurant there, where people can eat something, and then perhaps just some park area. And especially getting rid of the bunkhouse that was just there. And you know what? This is not really fitting in there anymore. Let's also upgrade this apartment to become a modern apartment. It makes sense to have it here because this is a modern area, right? High-tech industry close by. So let's just have this one there. And there it is, our Ministry of Information.
All your questions and queries. Please bring all rumors and allegations.
Earns you 25 Swiss money every time a hidden citizen is uncovered. And you'll be warned about impending uprising. There's a chance of 50% to negate rebel strikes. Oh yeah, very good. Let's go with that as well. Oh, and one of my offices is under fire. At least the garden is burning. The house itself is fine, hopefully. It's just the garden. Send the helicopter. We still cannot do that. Let's go to one of my fire stations. There it is. And upgrade it so that we have the firefighting helicopter on it. And now I should be able to send the helicopter. Right, so hopefully we do get a helicopter now. Dousing the flames. By the way, the casino is on fire now too. Something is wrong here. There's the helicopter. That was fast. It's going back home again and we can send it once again. Oh yeah, the helicopter is very efficient, by the way. And I think we have some damage here now that needs to be repaired then. Alright, airport being built, but it's taking a long time. It's doing it step by step. And because there's also always the threat of impending attacks, we might also just get as a defense headquarters. This is something that we should probably have a bit further away, or actually we could have it over here as well. Right, defense headquarters, a bit further outside. In a fine location. This is going to protect us. Also, the aircraft carrier hosts fighter planes that will automatically attack enemy squads. That sounds amazing, right? So let's have those beauties. Yeah, surrounding out here, by the way. One here, I guess. Right. Oh, we can only build one. The building is unique. That's fine, though. Now, the airport is about to finish. There we have it in all its glory. Our own airport. We increased the religious standing with that. I guess because we're closer to someone. There is these trees there. Can we get rid of them? Thank you very much. Doesn't make sense to have them. And this wind turbine, let's get rid of that. We do need a free exit and entrance for my planes. Also, let's upgrade right away. Duty-free shop. Every adult tourist spends $25 when arriving in Tropico. In-flight meals increase the overall happiness of tourists arriving. And metro station, the airport requires additional 10 megawatt of power. But the airport also acts as a metro station for tourists, which is fantastic because the tourists, they can just use the metro station in here to just get over there into the touristy area, where we have 3 metro stations available right now. And today's National Day of Tropico. That means we have a nice fireworks there as well. Now, the next plane is arriving in 10 days. Let's just see what that is all about. Where is the plane? There is the plane coming. These are touristy planes now. No Airbus A380, unfortunately. And a very steep descent onto the airport, but still everything working according to plan. How many people do we get with that? Tropico Airlines. I hope there are some people at least landing here. And off it goes again. Seems like there was no one. Lifetime tourist arrivals at 0. Alright, there was no one. Economy, we have no frill airliners and luxury airliners, so we can once again decide what kind of people we want to attract. We might need more hotels. Might need more hotels. I think we're pretty full now when it comes to my hotels. Yes, or most of them at least. Unfortunately, no one likes to use luxury hotels. Now, for my government district here, we still have one more building. There's the corruption agency that I need to build. So the workers in the corruption agency consume knowledge to fight or praise corruption, depending on the work mode. We could actually praise corruption. And there we have a nice location for it. just beside the embassies and just beside our iron automated mine that I'm still going to keep. It's not creating any pollution. It doesn't reduce the beauty of its surrounding. So it's fine, right? We do need these buildings as well. My steel is out, by the way. We're producing some steel. We have lots of coal and iron, so I might just build us a second steel mill. We do want to keep this one up at all times. Tourist ship has arrived. The planes really don't do that much. And over here, defense headquarters still needs to be built. It's a huge building. It's taking its time, even though we have all construction workers on it. And there it is, defense headquarters. It's looking really, really cool. Oh, by the way, I think the entrance is at the wrong side. I might need to turn it around like this, but that's easy. There it is. Now it's correctly used. And once the smoke is gone, we should be seeing something. So we have the static defense right now, increases the attack range of all defensive buildings by 50%, or increases the hit points of all defending squads by 25%. I like this one more, since my squads get a bit more, well, powerful with that. Even though I'm not really expecting an attack now, that's still fine. Oh, a trade route has been completed. There was an import trade route, right? We still have the uranium now working. We have some export. Cars are not being exported, as always. So we might be finding some car here, but unfortunately, nope. Not that I can see of. Pharmaceuticals, for that price. Smart furniture. Yes, we can do this. Let's export some smart furniture. That's something we can actually still do, right? Defense headquarters and my corruption agency is also now working. Fight corruption. We could also praise corruption. So with that one here, we generate more Swiss money and corruption has less impact on liberty, or reduces corruption effect on trade routes, reduces corruption effect on faction standings and on crime safety. Let's rather keep that with fight corruption. It looks like it's totally out of place though. Horrible colors on this one. For a government building, it's looking way too friendly. And once again, we have the National Day. So this is coming quite often. Of course, every year, right? And we are, after all, in the year 2063 now. Oh, and also Minister Interior increases job quality for everyone. The occasional fire doesn't hinder us. The airport. We might need a work mode for the airport. So there might be something here that increases, I don't know, something. There's the airport, right? So it did cost us some knowledge points there. Now we should have no frill airliner. Tourists are well off. Upkeep is decreased. Tourists arriving at this airport are filthy rich. Let's make the no frill airliner. Perhaps this is doing something. Our aircraft carrier is finished, so we do have now some fighter planes. I would love to see an invasion at this point and just watch my planes fighting at this point. And the work mode is the carpet bombing. So they just drop the bombs. We could also have the precision strikes. Damage is increased. It causes no collateral damage anymore, but every attack run costs $1,000 before it can be initiated. Let's go with precision strikes. I definitely don't want to have a bomb carpet in my city. What is going on with the fires? Send the helicopter right away. I just love the helicopters, really. They just drop by, say hello, and go again, and the fire's gone. But we have to do it manually. That's one of the problems. Now, we are ready for the nuclear program. We can't build a bomb. Starts the construction of a nuclear bomb. After construction, the bomb has to be maintained to keep it ready. And while the bomb is ready, no superpower will launch an invasion. Let's build it. Bomb status going up now, taking quite some time. Finally, also with the airport, with the latest plane, there's actually some 42 tourists arriving now. And as we can see, where are you going? Are they actually going now over to the other side by foot? I think they are. Alright, first of all, we do need to have another metro station here after all. Why are they going over there by foot? We have a metro station in the airport. Oh my goodness, you poor souls. They have a long walk ahead of them. This is probably one of the reasons why we don't have that many people arriving. They are not using the metro station in here. Let's build another metro station after all, just in front of it. And I just hope that this works then, right? So there we have it now. Close by. So they can use the airport as well. 42 people. They all go over there by foot. I don't believe it. And yep, they're still marching. Oh, by the way, more fires. Everywhere. Fires everywhere at this point. No idea what's going on. We might need some more. 91 arrivals with the latest plane. So now finally the airport is kicking off. And it's working. And as we can see, yep, they're using this metro station here. They're going from here to the airport. They're not using the metro station in the airport. No idea why. Also, the bomb has been built. So over here, we have now a nuclear bomb ready for disposal. Just in case someone is attacking us. We could have now the flex muscle. So test the Tropican bomb to increase the approval of all citizens, increase militarist and conservative standing by 5. -10 relation with all superpowers. Let's flex the muscles. Okay, we're testing now a nuclear bomb. While we groove to the jazz tunes. Okay, nothing else happens, I guess. We just tested a nuclear bomb. It's going off, I guess, in space. And we need to build a new one. Let's build a new bomb right away. And this probably also decreased superpower ratings. So we should praise all of them once again. Absolutely believable. Oh, the EU once again. They really hate us, the EU. So they really don't like to do anything with us. By the way, I fulfilled my promise there as well with the healthcare. So that's something. I'm not going to have another promise though. Right away.
My people, my children.
So praising, yeah, and the EU once again. I would need another trade route or something like that. We have one importing. Perhaps we have something to export. We produce some toys still, right? We produce some cotton, cocoa, apparel. Let's go with that. And cocoa we also produce quite a lot of. So let's export a bit of that to increase our reputation. Yes, now we can praise again. Very good. And now we are on halfway good terms again with those superpowers.
We're grateful for the many fulfilling jobs you create for my people and your progressive attitude.
Yes, and while we have the speech, I also want to have my speech. This is the end of this playthrough. It was a very, very nice playthrough. I loved this game to death. It's a beautiful game. There's also an extensive campaign, so if you're interested in that, we might have the campaign then at some point. But this game is over. We are fully developed, more or less. We could just expand now in numbers. But once again, the city is fine as it looks to me. And we've, well, just achieved what I wanted to achieve. A mega city, a big, bustling town with all different kinds of people living in them. El Presidente is happy. We haven't changed our look in over a decade. So we are always the same. That's a fine thing. And I hope you enjoyed this one too. See you in my next playthrough. And I wish you all the best. Have a nice day. Cheers!
Dial up and surf Canal Uno's homepage on the World Wide Web for all your pop-up advert needs. Canal Uno, the voice and future of Tropico.